Is there anything that's out here surprising you in these streets?
I'm not in these streets. I'm not outside.
In life, in LA, at home.
With my man.
They say when women are pregnant, that's when they're horniest.
Yes.
And pregnant sex is amazing sex, by the way. I know all about it.
Would you be okay if your daughters had a relationship with a man who was having sex with a lot of other women at the same time?
I want my daughters to be lesbians. Tonight on Nick Cannon at Night, the rising star, comedian, and young mogul, the hilarious My Name is T. A leading expert in love, sex, and relationships, Dr. Laura Berman. Welcome to Nick Cannon at Night, where we discuss love, sex, and relationships with the experts and our personal friends. And speaking of, everybody got their drinks up. It's time for our nightcap. It's truth or cap. If you believe you are right, you take a drink. Let's see what our nightcap is this evening. Most people lose their virginity before the age of 16.
Truth.
Truth or cap?
Truth.
I say cap.
Truth.
Let's see. I was right. Cap.
Really? I mean, I would hope.
Look, in the U.S., the average age is around 17 to 18. Give it up for the Americans saving themselves.
Good job.
That's how long I waited.
Really?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah.
I think that's a healthy age. I was too young.
How young were you?
I was traumatized. I cried.
Aww.
I felt like I let Jesus down. Because it happened at the church lock-in.
Oh no, how old were you?
And I was pressured into it. I was 13 and a half.
Aw, no.
And the girl was 16, and everybody's like, because you know when they be like, oh yeah, you ain't I'm like, yeah, and I wasn't.
Aww.
So she laughed at me, they made fun of me in the whole gymnasium.
Oh, that explains so much.
It does. Because that was the night the cannon was born. I vowed that no woman would ever laugh at me again.
I don't like that. She took advantage of you.
She did.
And if you think about, flip the script, right? It was a 16-year-old guy and a 13-year-old girl.
Oh yeah, that would have been bad.
I'd be in trouble.
You'd be a big deal.
Yeah.
And people don't make a big enough deal when it's in reverse.
And it actually, to her credit, she was an amazing girl. It wasn't her. It was like her older cousins who were my friends. They'd be like, come on, man, she like you. Why you ain't and I was peer pressured into it.
Yeah.
And then I probably didn't have sex again probably until I was like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, I
but-
never knew that.
See, we learn things here at Nick Cannon at Night. I can get vulnerable too. Let's see if we can help some individuals out there. Let's see what our first at-nighter is talking about.
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm 37 years old, and I live in New York City. And my question for the therapist is, how much did you have in common with your partner in order for it to work out?
How much should you have in common?
Is that a
That's a
real
good
thing?
question.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
chemistry and...
Yeah, you don't have to. I definitely think it's almost good not to have everything in common.
Because don't they say opposites attract?
To an extent, I think that's an excuse a lot of people use to be with somebody who's really not good for them. But you do want enough difference so you have things to talk about, what I always say is you want shared values, shared vision of the future, and enough in common that you can enjoy activities, hobbies, experiences together. Like if one of you hates going out, wants to stay home all the time, and the other one loves to be out at the clubs, you're gonna have a problem, you know?
Right.
So it depends on what differences. My guess is he's asking the question because he is thinking there are too many differences.
Well, that's the thing, because when you're younger, the little insignificant stuff, oh, we like the same color, oh, we both like red Skittles, we both like, you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff that you're looking to say, oh, we supposed to be together.
Yeah.
But to me, the experiences of learning and understanding an individual is what a relationship is all about to me.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to learn you. I want to understand you. If I feel like there's too many, it's like, oh yeah, we like and do all of the same stuff, that could get a little boring.
It can, yeah, if everything is the same. But it also depends. You know, some couples love being together and they are frickin' frack and they're together all the time, and other people like to have their own interests. I personally think it's healthy to have your own interests as well as shared ones.
Do you feel like you have to have something in common with your significant other?
I think that there should be a balance because if like I like to work out and if you don't like to work out, that might be like, you know, a difference in ambition or like, you know, energy or just like the joy of life. Like if you don't like to go out to eat, but I like to go out to eat, you always want to order in, that might turn into an issue. So I feel like there has to be balances. Like obviously, if your favorite color is green and my favorite color is pink, that's okay. But,
Right.
you know, we should like to do some of the same things.
Yeah.
So yeah, 'cause you're
think-
supposed to be my best friend. We're supposed to be partners.
That's right.
Interesting, because that's what I was about to even say, because I'm probably at that point in my life where those type of things don't really cross my mind. It's more about like, I just want to be a healthy person for you and you be a healthy person for me. So even, you know, I probably don't want to go to the club or I don't want, you know, like I'm probably more set in my ways. So I'm not really looking for us to have to always do the same thing. I'm looking for how can I help you be the best you, and how can you help me be the best me?
Yeah, and that's you, right? And also you have multiple.
Here you go.
Well, it's true.
Time.
You're in a different situation
Yeah.
than most men.
You
so
are.
it's like, you know, your lifestyle is going to be a little bit different.
I'm not bringing it up just to bring it up. It's relevant.
But I think most men, excuse me, I think most men, once they get past the idea of finding the perfect woman, at a certain age, you're just like, look, I'm ready to just be me fully and accept somebody who they are. When you're younger, all of those, we gotta have something in common. She gotta like what I like. We gotta listen to the same music. Like,
Well,
and I feel like you miss out on so many amazing people because you didn't feel like you were compatible.
I think T put it perfectly. It's about a balance, right? You don't have to, if something is important to you and it's about shared vision, shared values, quality time. You can spend lots of time apart, but if you're in a one-on-one relationship and you're gonna hopefully be spending a lot of time together, hopefully you like doing more than one thing together. You know, you both enjoy some of the same things.
My man, 37 years old out here. He got it.
So he's with someone, and if she's always wanting to be out at the clubs and he's always wanting to be home, or she always wants to go out to eat and he always wants to eat home, and they're only with each other, that's gonna become an issue.
Yeah.
All right, well, hopefully that helps you, but I say just find a good-hearted person. You know,
Well,
that
first and
y'all
foremost-
like the same colors and all that
No,
stuff.
we're not saying you have to like the same color.
It's bigger things.
Understood.
Lifestyle.
All right, let's
good
check
heart,
in with
right,
another at-nighter, see if we can help him out.
Hey, yo, Nick, what up? It's your boy Lil Flip the Dunn from my G-Man, straight out of Americus, Georgia, now trapped in Florida like a roach in a cereal box, my boy. Let me ask you this, big dog. If your baby mama cheat on you and you stay for your son, now you sitting at the dinner table looking at a belly that might be yours, but you still making diaper runs and picking up pickle juice at McKnight. Am I a father or am I a full-time fool? Like, is this love or is this spiritual stupidity wrapped up in child support and broken condoms? Nick, help me, my boy. Now, would you stay or would you fake your death and move to Nebraska with a new identity? Help a brother out, man. Help me, bro.
Help them.
I feel like he's thought this out already.
See, that's a
He
plan.
said spiritual stupidity. He said he would fake his death and move to Nebraska, and the truck was already behind him. I have so many questions though.
Right.
Like, one, he's still keeping the tag on his hat. That's OG player stuff right there. So I was once that guy, you know. A lot of this, it depends what type of man you want to be, because a lot of this is ego.
Yep.
But a lot of this is he's attempting to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Because, and the major question, he says he's doing it for his son. Does he have a previous son,
Yes.
or is he talking about the child that she's currently carrying?
Yeah.
Seemed like it was about the child she's currently carrying. That he's wondering if it's even his or not.
Yeah, so that's what, like, if he had, clearly they have already established a household together.
Yes.
And he wants to maintain that. But she's admitted that she's cheated.
Yes.
So he's definitely gonna need some clarity because there's some trust issues there. But he seems like a good guy that's trying to do the right thing.
He is, and if he wants to forgive her and they're working on that and he's found his peace with that, whether the child, what he has to find peace with is whether the child, you can find out if the child is yours, but you have to decide whether the child is yours or not. Are you in it for the long haul? Because a lot of guys would say, if that child isn't mine and you cheated on me, I'm out. Another guy would say, you know what? I love you. I'm committed to you. We're going to raise this child as if it were mine.
If you find out that the woman you love, that you are cohabitating with, had another man's child, I don't think I could stay.
Well, that's what he's saying. He knows she cheated.
I'm going to Nebraska.
Yeah. He knows she cheated. He's looking at her pregnant belly, and he's wondering whether it's his. You can find out if it's yours.
So is there any scenario where you would advise somebody to stay?
I personally would not stay, but I have known many couples who choose to, like, let's say she had a random one-night stand and she was in a really dark place, or she was using and then got clean and ended up pregnant. There's lots of scenarios. Right? Like, if they're really, it's a mess, but if they're really wanting and willing to work on it,
But they're not. And they're not.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But if the baby is not his, he said he's gonna leave. He said he knows, he feels like he's spiritually stupid about this whole situation. If your spirit is telling you feel stupid, then just go.
Yeah.
Because if the baby is his, when it comes down to it, he can take care of the baby. You don't have to stick with people just because you have kids with them.
There's definitely some Maury Povich.
But you know what you said is really important, and that was the first thing he said, is that should you stay together for the kids? I don't think it serves the kids to stay together for the kids, because what your kids need more than anything else is two stable, happy, healthy parents. Ideally, yeah, sure, together if they can, but if they can't be happy together, or they're not respecting each other, or you're staying only for the kid, that rarely works out. I can't tell you how many adults I work with who, as kids, they were like, I wish my parents would have gotten divorced. Like, it would have been so much better for me if they had, because they couldn't stand each other.
I agree. But there's something to be said about a man who is willing to stick it out, especially a man that's willing to take care of someone else's child.
There's a lot to be said. Kudos
applaud
to him.
Yeah, he's doing what he thinks he should be doing. I think that's great. But I feel like there should be a non-negotiable on cheating.
Yeah,
I
especially if it's a baby produced.
That part.
So what's your advice for him?
My advice is to move to Nebraska.
Get out of there, buddy!
Now, find out if the baby is yours, then you got to just rebuild trust.
But you're a good dude, man.
You're a good dude. If the baby's not yours, you got a decision to make.
There it is. There it is. All right. Well, clearly, you guys are full of advice. I get scared sitting in between the two of you because I feel like I'm learning something brand new every single time. But since you're the expert, is there something that you learn in your settings, in your practice, to be like, oh wow, I never know that? What's the last thing you learned about relationships?
Lord, I've been doing this for 30 years. So there is very little. People surprise me sometimes with, I sometimes hear some crazy stories that I couldn't have made up. That can be interesting, but there is not a relationship.
Nothing surprises you anymore.
In that sense, other things can surprise me, but in my work, in working with couples, yeah.
Is that the reason why you felt like you kind of went more esoteric with
No, I think my heart did. I went through my own things in my life and I woke up and I discovered I didn't think I had another sex book in me. I thought I'd said everything I could possibly say about sex. And then during the pandemic, after that, I noticed a huge shift in people's relationships for lots of reasons, and that had to do indirectly and directly with the pandemic. And what I saw is people doing all these dysfunctional things, trying to create intense excitement in their relationships that were putting their relationships at risk when they could be doing this. and create the intense excitement. And instead of going wider on the surface and bringing in a third partner and going open if you don't really want to go open. And
Sound like you
turning it forward.
judging. Sound like you judging.
No, I'm just saying. It's hard to maintain a healthy relationship, as you sort of know, when
There's multiple people.
multiple people involved. You have to be all of
You got to be up for it.
Yeah, and you all have to be so mature and so emotionally attuned and so honest and so clear. And that is hard for anyone to do, right? So it's not, very few people, and I've been doing this a long time, very few people can pull it off.
That is so true. Is there anything that's out here surprising you in these streets?
I'm not in these streets.
I mean, like, not you being, I'm saying outside.
Yeah.
Is there,
I'm not outside.
in life, in LA,
At home. With my man.
I mean, but
You mean like relationships, just like because I've been in a couple of relationships out here in LA, and I feel like the things that I have learned from them is that they be trying to tell you, they be like, you ain't never gonna find nobody better. You ain't never gonna find another man like me. And I did. And I found someone that loved me better, and I found someone that loved me at the place that I'm at today. You know what I mean? So I just feel like those are the things that I feel like people should never just be afraid to be like, you know what, I'm gonna start over.
Yeah.
It's okay to do that. It's okay to be like, you know what, this isn't serving me anymore.
Don't settle.
Maybe that part, don't settle. This relationship may be, I learned a lot, at this time in my life, but now it's like, there's really nothing more I feel like we can grow from here. So it's okay to be like, if that's how you're feeling, like how you said, just to not settle.
Yeah.
see, like, you guys, that's a very, like, stable and, like, solid answer. We're trying to help crazy people. Like, it's a lot going on out there. And, I mean, for someone not only has been doing this for 30 years, but also happily married, and you being so comfortable with yourself and, new relationships, I think the average person is probably like, yo, it's too much out here.
And people feel like I've invested 6 months or a year in this person. They're treating me badly, but I've already invested, so I don't know what else is out there, so I'm gonna stay. And that's what I see happening time and time again. That's what she's saying is a mistake. We don't stay. This is, not only is it hard to find love out there, and it is, and I am finding that it's getting harder for people. People are feeling more lonely than ever, and they're having a harder time dating, and more women are deciding not to get married and not even to mess with it. They're sick of men, and they're just like, I'm just gonna stay single and hang out with my girlfriends and hook up when I feel like it. So people are really...
Is that healthy?
No, I don't think any of it's healthy. I think everyone is a little traumatized right now. And all of our wounds are coming up, and all
Where is that coming from?
Because people aren't doing the work.
Yeah.
Because people just go and they just date and they just have sex with these random people. That's why if you would stay at home and write in your journal and figure out who the hell you are, maybe you would stop bumping into other people who don't know who they are.
Yes.
Okay.
And become
She
a
passionate about that. I heard that.
I'm sick of it. People be crying all day to me. Oh, I don't have a boyfriend. Shut up. Get yourself together.
Go journal.
Go
journal.
Get to know yourself.
Well, that is true.
Like for real.
And work on your traumas. Get some help.
Yeah.
Healing. We
Healing.
all need healing.
Do the work.
Well, that's what we're here for. We're literally trying to work on healing and be open enough to have these conversations. So let's see if there's another at-nighter who wrote something in, and hopefully these experts can help you out. I still can't poop when my partner is around, even after a year. Is this a body thing or a brain thing?
After a year?
They say that's when it's real love, when you can take a shit with the door open.
Women don't poop.
Exactly.
Listen, he didn't say pooping in the room with them. He said around them, right?
But what they're saying, because this person said, is it a body or a brain thing, which is a both.
It's a brain thing.
Because even I think, I'm gonna be honest, I don't in front of people. Like I wanted to be like, I was at school, if I had to take a I'm going to the nurse's office. Like,
Oh, wow.
Like, I need a quiet space.
Yeah.
So will you poop in front of a girl? Like, not in front of her, but like
No,
she's
like-
in the
Like she's brushing
Luckily-
her teeth, like, well, you
Or
got
what-
right
what if
there.
she's
Yeah.
like in the bedroom.
Luckily, God has blessed me with big houses.
Right.
So I
Everybody's
can go
on
to
your
the other
side.
side of the house
You do?
and put on some Luther Vandross, set the mood, and I'm in
Light
there
some
by my.
candles.
Yes, I can't be around other people while I'm using the
Why
bathroom.
are you scared they're going to hear something, or you feel what is?
All of that, the sounds, the smell. Like I want to. First of all, is one of the most intimate. Like I want to love myself in that moment. I take all my clothes off. Yes.
Naked body all
I'm
the time.
sitting in there for a minute. Like I need that space for me. And
Maybe that's because it's the only time you can be alone.
that is very true. That is me time.
Yeah.
But all jokes aside, I understand this because I think maybe like growing up or whatever, I always felt like, you know, I want my privacy in a space
Yeah.
like that. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I said I like the, you gotta eat, especially if you're in a relationship, you wanna keep some type of mystery.
Well, I mean, yeah,
I don't think I've been, I mean, at some point, like when you're together for a very long time, there's no way around it. You gonna walk in after they
Yeah.
took a or something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But if she just
Open the
out
door
there-
and letting it rip, you're not into it.
I can't do, and I couldn't do that in front of her. I feel like some of my mystique, some of my swagger is removed. If you know
Sexy
I'm out
people
there
don't
using a squatty
Sexy
potty.
people don't poop.
Sexy people don't poop.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line
So
for you.
I feel your pain. I'm not the expert, but go find a place by yourself.
Do it privately.
Or just close the door and blast the music. I mean, not everybody has an 8-bedroom house.
Right.
So I once met a couple where they've been married for 5 years, and she would go to the lobby, and if they were staying in a hotel together, and poop in the lobby bathroom rather than go to the bathroom. in the
Kudos to
hotel.
her.
No,
5 years?
That to me is
Too much.
too much.
5 years?
But see, like that, it's always been.
He watched a baby come out of your vagina. He can know you take a dump.
And most women, when they have the baby come out, they too.
Yes,
like,
they do.
you
I
see
don't
it.
want anybody to see me do that.
But that's what I'm saying, because I understand where this person is coming from, just because, like, your woman, I don't know. Because I'll go the other way. Like, we must really rock with each other if you can be open and do whatever you need to do in
It's a
front
lack
of
of
me.
inhibitions.
Yeah, but
I don't think
I
it's
want to keep
necessary.
something.
It's not necessary.
No.
But if it happens, people are human. Like, it is what it is.
Everybody poops.
But if you have, like, separate bathrooms, or like you said, turn on the music, put the faucet on, ain't nobody gonna need to hear all that. You know, handle your scandal on your own.
And isn't it like women back in the day in a traditional setting, when the husband would go off to work, that's when they were shit.
Yeah. Well, that was when they put on a full gown and makeup and had his hors d'oeuvres waiting for him.
Right.
When he came
This
home.
is also like, though, like when you're not doing it when you're supposed to, that's unhealthy.
Damn, so you just.
People do die if they don't pass gas. If you hold your gas, and you will die. It don't got to be loud, but if you got to do it, you got to let it out. 'Cause no, I saw once I seen it, the girl died.
She didn't die.
She died. Because she was holding her farts around her man for 7 years, and she passed
I don't
away.
think that's physically possible.
She passed away from not passing gas.
And once I read that, I said, well, listen. Do you want me to stay around here for a while? He said, yeah, well, then I got to pass my gas.
Because I have had those fun relationships too, where you like you so cool, you do the little Dutch oven on your girl.
No.
Like you
That's the worst.
your man ain't even farted and pulled a blanket over your
You're
head.
disgusting.
That's
That's fun. Joke.
I'll break up with you for that. Real I'll pack my and out. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. I don't play that Number one, I'm claustrophobic. Number two, you. I'm out. No, I'm not your friend. Do not do no Dutch oven calling on me. You must want to be single. I'm gone. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cuss at Nick Cannon that night, but gosh, absolutely not.
T is very passionate about the Dutch oven.
Absolutely not.
That is a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable. Well, this is all about open conversation here at Nick Cannon at Night, and everybody can't be as open as us. So we give them the opportunity to be anonymous. We disguise their voice, and they don't have to show their face. Let's see what they say.
Hey at night. Okay, I need your guys' help. I'm pregnant and suddenly my sex drive is through the roof. Yeah. But my partner's acting weird about it. How do I get him to see me as sexy right now instead of so fragile? Like he's not into it. Or do I cheat? Like what do I do?
Bruh. That took a hard left. I understand her. Because you're the expert, but they say when women are pregnant, that's when they're horny-ish.
Yeah, especially in the second.
And pregnant sex is amazing sex, by the way.
You know all about it.
I know all about it.
Yeah. You got a lot more blood flow down there. You got a lot more engorgement.
And it's just, there's a lot of love. Like the fact that but she went left when she said, should I cheat?
Yeah, well, there are lots of things in between wanting to take care of yourself and cheating, first of all. And second of all, what got me is she's saying, I'm feeling all of this desire. I got more blood flow. I'm feeling horny. And he's being weird.
Because she's pregnant.
Right.
They don't want to hit the head.
Yeah, but that's a myth. That's what they worry about. Or they say the baby's gonna see me. The baby is not gonna see you. It is closed off. The cervix is closed. The door is shut down there. She cannot, nothing is gonna connect. But I think a lot of guys have what we call the Madonna whore thing going on. And once their partner gets pregnant,
she's
see
precious.
her as a Madonna.
Yeah.
And not, a sexy goddess, which she also is. And she's saying, I'm horny. Like, he should be taking care of her. But if not, honey, I will send you some toys. I have a whole line of them.
Don't
cheat.
cheat.
Toys.
But that's the thing, you also got to know the right position.
Yeah.
Because that's So
tell her, you have this experience.
Yeah, you know.
When a woman is pregnant, if she is on top, reverse cowgirl or cowgirl are the best ways for her to have the orgasm while pregnant.
And to get pregnant.
Facts. That was a great question. We're going to open up the floor for questions. It could be about anything. It ain't got to be about pregnant sex. But does anyone have a question for the doc or our amazing T?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my God. Okay, hi. So my question is, do you think in romantic relationships that honesty is always the best policy, or are there certain circumstances where ignorance is bliss?
What are we talking about?
I mean, no.
Not to put words
even the
in your
pooping
mouth.
thing, for example, that's such a one side of the spectrum. But yeah, like if somebody strayed.
There's certain things you don't want to know, because what that brings up is like conversation about people's past.
Yeah.
Or even things about there's some stuff that I probably, even that I'm working through in my own healing, I'm still gonna keep inside, because I feel like if I share it, that actually is gonna open up doors that we probably shouldn't open up.
Okay.
Because I personally might not be ready for that. Because if there's something, and we've learned this a lot on this show, we are rarely 100% honest with our significant others, because we are rarely 100% honest with ourselves.
Yes.
So if you start to open up about things that you still working through.
Right, if you're trying to process a truth or a realization about yourself and it feels really tender or unclear, or you're trying to kind of wrap your head around it before you bring it to the relationship, I think that's fine. But I think it's fine if you want to withhold, but what I find time and time again is every time you withhold something, it puts like a brick in a potential wall between you.
Okay. I mean, and again, I'm not putting words in your mouth or your specific scenario, but even when we talk about sex and we openly have these conversations, there's some things that we're just saying it because it sounds like the right thing to say. Even when you guys blew my mind about 75% of women are faking orgasms, you shouldn't be that honest with your man. Because now you've hurt him when really you guys said you were trying to help him. So
Yeah.
in those scenarios, I think there's certain things that you should keep to yourself, whether it's certain desires. We've even had the conversation about, do you think about other people during sex? You should never admit that to the
should
person.
never ask that if you don't want to know the answer.
But her question was like, yo, either being brutally honest all the time or keeping some stuff close to the vest. And I definitely believe there's some things you should just internalize and keep to yourself.
Well, if it's something, like, let's say you have fantasies about someone else sometimes. If it's something that, like, let's say it's a real person, you're fantasizing about your kid's school
the teacher?
coach or teacher or something, or your neighbor, or, like, that needs to be worked through and maybe discussed. But if you're fantasizing about your hall pass, maybe if it's something that's going to impact and create a wall between the two of you, then it should be something that's discussed.
Well, what about a person's past? Like the amount of people they've been with, who they were before they met you? Is that something you should openly discuss?
I have a very strong opinion on this. I don't think it's necessary to give your body count or to give the details of every sexual experience you've ever had. But, because those images are hard to get out of your head.
Yes.
But I think if there are circumstances and scenarios where you really learned something about yourself and your wants and desires or who you are as a person, or you were really hurt by something or really traumatized by something, those are things that you do want to share.
All right. Well, I went outside and I asked people that exact same question about body count. And here's what they had to say. Body count at night. So body count, does that matter?
With a guy, no, but with a girl, yes. Like a guy that can hella. There's nothing
Priceless.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's priceless.
His key fits in every lock.
But a girl that can any guy, that's useless, bro.
And that's a broken lock.
Like, that's a broken lock, bro. If you hella guys, like, dude, I don't want that.
Body count, does that matter in a relationship?
Yes, it does.
Even with two women?
Yes, that is a big part, bro.
I don't want somebody that's talking to everybody.
Does the past body count matter?
I mean, we could work through that. I mean, it's not a big factor, but it's a big factor. We could talk about that,
Good
I don't
question.
give a I ain't gonna lie. I like experience.
Come on now, give me something. Let me hang it now. Come on now.
You don't care how many girls you've been with?
The past is the past. It's more about your get down, like, in the present. Okay. Now, if you're cycling through people, maybe that's more of a conversation. But the number itself, I'm not tripping.
Now, it's different with guys, right? Guys care about a woman's body count.
It depends.
What does it depend on, the amount?
Depends on what you're looking at a girl and what you're looking at her for.
If you just knocking it down.
You're knocking it down 20, 25, not absurd.
Okay. What about wifey?
Wifey having 1,000 is absurd.
Yes.
Y'all are so obnoxious.
I'm lying.
If it's wifey?
Wifey?
But
That's
1,000 penises?
1,000.
By the time you get married, how many you got, bro?
Not 1,000.
Guys or girls, who does it matter more for?
Girls. Yes, girls.
Is it a double standard?
It is a double standard. It should be, but it's not. It is. It's but like for girls, it's like worse. Exactly why it's a double standard. Girl and a guy with the same body count, but they're both high. It's gonna look worse on a girl than it is a guy.
If you got 500 and she got 500.
Why you got 500 body? What you doing?
That means 500 penises have been inside you.
I'm not with the double standard, boss.
If somebody broke into your house 500 times.
Easy ass lock.
Yeah.
It's an easy lock.
But if the dude broke into 500 houses.
That's a master key.
Men be anything with a hole these days.
Oh.
Men are just thirsty.
So you want men to have higher standards?
Yes.
So what if a guy's only slept with like one or two girls?
Then that's like
it's meaningful because it's
That's
like,
better.
Yeah, like you're like.
Even though he's inexperienced.
You don't know that.
What if he was with that one or? What if they were?
Yeah.
Consistently for like.
He still only know that one vagina hole.
Everyone's different because there's some men that been with a bunch of women and they still be in the bed.
That is very true. You guys over here dropping wisdom. Body count, the past.
Yeah.
Does that matter? You think she out here?
I plead the fifth.
He's so he thinks because he's that I'm not.
So if she's being honest with you, says she hasn't been with anyone in 6 months.
But if she did.
I am being honest. I can.
Why would she lie?
Because I can count how many people I've slept with on my hands.
But
What
why
about
do
this
women-
guy?
but why do women lie?
I'm not lying.
That is the real question.
What if there's a guy you really, really love, but he told you that he had sex with 1,000 women?
That would be a deal breaker.
Really?
If I found out, yes.
So what number is the number where it's like, all right, yeah, I can't, that's too high?
Anything like over 20.
Oh, if a dude slept with more than 20 women, deal breaker.
Yeah.
Done.
Because then after that, it's like, how the are you finding all these women to just like have sex with?
But what if that's how attractive he is?
Okay, but some of them aren't though, and they're like, what the are you like?
What the are you?
There it is, body count. Doc, we need some advice on that. I mean, you said you have a very specific thought process on actually
Well, I'm
sharing
not
it.
sharing the number. I don't think the number matters. And like it's arbitrary, but she, you know, what she's saying, like she's absolutely right. There are many men out there who have been with hundreds of women and have no idea how to please a woman still. And so it has nothing to do with your skill set
Or experience.
or how good of a lover you're going to be. But the whole double standard thing gets me. I don't really appreciate that.
So all of that, obviously we were joking a lot, but like the fact that we're saying women are internal beings and men are external beings, there's no...
You're still getting stuff all over your penis in the same way that she's getting stuff
Yeah,
up
but
in her.
I always ask this question. If you had to have the choice of either putting your finger in someone else's mouth or someone sticking their finger in your mouth, which one you gonna choose?
What I have always said to my children is you should not put your penis anywhere you wouldn't put your mouth.
Right.
And so if you are putting your penis in 1,000 women...
But you can wash it off.
You swear.
Yes, you can.
You can still get all those STDs and STIs the same
Going
way.
back to what we said, and when a man goes...
That's not why.
When a man goes inside a woman and ejaculates, his DNA is in there forever.
Condoms. She used condoms with 1,000 people.
Oh yeah, okay, she used condoms. If we're talking, y'all can have all the opinions you want. If we're talking real science, something releasing inside of a woman that will be in there forever.
His semen isn't in there forever, just a few cells up circulating through her bloodstream.
But you guys ain't putting those cells in us.
How do you know? It can get in the urethra.
No, it can't.
It can go through your skin.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can.
Especially because you have little micro abrasions there, especially if you're doing it rough, and those are entry points.
What's the number? What's the number of the most men a woman can sleep with?
Yeah, that's
like what's the count?
I agree with Doc, actually.
Huh.
I'm not like, I don't ask that question.
Oh, I thought she was one of them.
Nah. I mean, I'm a grown man, so like that type of stuff mattered to me when I was 20. You know what I mean? Like, but as I got 12 kids, like I can't judge. I mean, like, so in that sense, I just don't. I don't even really care. Like, your past was your past. That has nothing to do with me. But I do understand if we're talking, like, as a father to daughters, I'm gonna be a lot more protective to my daughters to be like, look, I don't think you should be participating in allowing men to just run up in you, where I'm not gonna necessarily say that to my sons.
And would you be okay?
I'll just say, put on a condom, boy.
And would you be okay if your daughters had a relationship with a man who was having sex with a lot of other women at the same time?
I mean, again, long as my daughter is, I want my daughters to be lesbians. Like, part of the lesbian thing, because then I'm not gonna go to jail. I'm not gonna whoop nobody's like, but in the sense of, I just want my daughter to be happy.
Yeah.
So whatever makes you happy, to each his own, but when you 18, be grown. But I'm going to train and hopefully bring them up differently. Yes, you train your children. Train a child till he goes right, so therefore that's you can see in the way of God. Like,
But
that's the
I feel
process
like,
of training your
don't
children.
you lead by example? Because
Not me.
But
Yeah,
I'm saying,
exactly.
as your daughter, like your daughter will see
But
that.
she's gonna see the honesty of like, look, I f***ed up. I made a lot of mistakes. Don't meet a man like me.
But it doesn't matter. They do what you are and do, not what you say.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry, they do.
I'm like, you think that as your daughter, it's gonna be like, oh well, my dad has 6 baby mamas, so why can't I have 6 baby daddies? You don't think?
No, I don't think she's gonna say that. I'm saying
I'm just saying she could. She could.
Right.
My dad did.
And whatever makes her happy, but I'm saying she's gonna say, oh, I see how challenging that was for my father. So therefore, I don't
She's gonna
want
look
that.
for someone just like you, no matter what you tell her.
Stop saying that. No,
So then
she's
she's
not.
gonna pick a man that has multiple baby mamas.
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah,
what we do.
usually.
It's the origin story.
So then why all these other women out here?
Who?
Who? What are you talking
I'm
about?
just saying, like, in the sense, I know some young ladies who had an amazing traditional upbringing and they out here in these streets. So it's not, or I know women who didn't have a father, but they still know how to hold it down. So it doesn't necessarily always connect
We
to
tend
whoever
to
you're.
fall in
I know a
love
lot of women who just don't have fathers.
We tend to fall in love. Well, then they have other issues, but we tend to fall in love.
But they're still amazing women.
Yeah. But they've done real.
And they not out here outside.
Most kids follow example of their parents.
And most kids fall in love with the parent who they had. It just, if a girl tends to fall in love with someone who is very similar to her father, and this is just how it seems to go again and again. And
Well, I'm a good person.
yeah, you're a great person.
We didn't say you weren't a good.
So I don't have, if she finds a good person, I'm fine with that.
Has multiple partners.
But why does that, because I'm not the way I choose to live my life isn't the traditional way. So I don't think
And
everybody.
it also depends on what's happening, because
the thing is, I'm a little bit more honest than the average individual.
And each one of them is also, having a different experience. So one baby mama's daughter, your daughter with one baby mama, is having a different experience based on how that mama, it's not just what you are doing.
Exactly, you're giving me way too much credit.
But it is about you still, based on what she's seeing her mother, she's seeing her mother handle what you're doing or not doing, is giving her a lot of information that she's internalizing. So if one of your baby mamas is feeling shafted or blown off or disappointed all the time or depressed about what's going on, and another one is totally in flow about it and it's just like part of life and it's totally natural and normal, those two, and I'm not talking specifically, I'm talking theoretically, those two daughters are going to be looking and attracted to very different kinds of relationships.
Well, we gonna see.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna see. It'll be a great social experiment.
It is a great social experiment.
I have 5 daughters
Yeah.
and 7 sons. So we'll see.
Yeah, I can't wait to
We'll check
find
in
out.
20 years and see who out here in these streets and who not. They all go to church, so hopefully Jesus will save them all.
Yeah, let's cheers to Jesus.
Cheers to Jesus. This has been another amazing episode of Nick Cannon at Night. Thank you guys for your energy. Thanks to Dr. Berman, and of course, hi, my name is T. For ganging up on me again.
Get ready.
If you like Nick Cannon at Night, you can watch it on YouTube or watch new episodes early and ad-free right now by joining Wondery Plus in the Wondery app, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. Before you go, tell us about yourself by completing a short survey at Wondery.com/survey.